Morning, everyone. What day is it? Happy Wednesday. Actually, let me come into the middle here. Welcome to my forest, my tranquil forest on this fine Wednesday. Quickly share us while you guys filter in. Oh, great guys, swipe on in, come say hello. I just need to do this. But happy Wednesday, guys. Oh my word, it feels like there is so much happening. Good morning, Chantal. Guys, I feel like I haven't been in front of the camera in forever. That's just how it feels. Which I guess is actually true. I haven't been online since when was it? Maybe last Thursday? It's almost a week. That's quite big for me. That's huge. Also think I shared. Just double check I shared to the right place, please, Amy. Still getting used to sort of sharing thing, guys. It's so new to me, but there is so much happening at the moment. There are some really morning calendars, some really brilliant challenges that have been launched. 21-day challenges. I don't know if we have an overlay that you can just throw up here. But yeah, do yourself a favor. Go, there we go. So we've got some really awesome new challenges, which is huge. We've got the Best of Me challenge with Jono and Jules, which is going to be so fun. You guys get a medal, everything. Really awesome. Having them collab is always incredibly fun. We've got the Fitness One by Ed Liz. Great for your starting up, getting your foundation and fundamentals correct. If you feel like you haven't done anything in a very long time, it's a good way to start. Morning Shireen, morning Ivor, guys swipe and say hello. Guys, then we have our Strength 1 and Strength 2, which are, demand. Everyone is absolutely loving them. They've been going on for a couple of months now, and it just goes to show how brilliant they are as challenges. We've got core and cardio led by Dom, which is a whole new challenge, which actually, when I think about it, my little background, is a bit of an homage to the challenge. It's get out while you're in. So go take a look. Dom's really put a lot of effort into it and filmed in all these beautiful locations. So really cool. And it's not for the faint-hearted, guys. It's a real challenge. So we've got our Fiercely Feminine Reboot by Jules, which is going to be so fun. We do love a good little Fiercely Feminine challenge, and then we've got our winter warmer with Adrian and Kate, which will be a really epic combination of exercise and nutrition, from a cheetah and from Master Adrian himself. So yeah, guys, we've got some really awesome challenges. Do yourself a favor, go take a look. It's a really great way if you feel like you've been stuck and you need to have something to just like kickstart that journey again. If you feel like you've been struggling to get the ball rolling, 21 days is really awesome. So change your habits, change your life. Let's go. Do yourself a favor. Go take a look. Candice has put it in the comments. Morning, Brenda. Guys, I've missed chatting to you. It's been a hot minute. Morning, Zelda. Guys, swipe and say hi. And I'm really excited for the little streaming session today. We're really going to focus on slowing things down, and like I said before, we've done our strength yoga classes. We really want to focus on like each muscle group and being very mindful in the way we move. So I guess I'm trying to keep the volume down a much. There we go. I think that's a bit better. I'm just a bit loud. But yeah, guys, so really excited. We're going to slow things down, and by slowing things down, you're focusing on your form and your technique, rather than, trying to just get the pose over and done with. So, Jamie, saying hello, quick. Hello. Oh, that's so lush. Morning, Jamie. I missed you. Morning, Sue. Morning, guys. So yeah, it's going to be a really awesome strength session. It's going to be a little bit tougher. We're going to work a lot on balance, and like I said, we're going to be holding poses for a little bit longer and like breathing through them. So really activating those muscles. Working on a little bit of balances and everything. I was working on the sequence this morning, and it's a bit but we'll work through it together, and I'll give you guys some modifications if we need, and it'll be a really great way to just kickstart our day on a fantastic note, with a little bit of yoga and finding our space on our mat, which is really nice. Guys, swipe in, say hello. If you missed the beginning, I launched our 21-day challenges, which is very exciting. They are, guys, phenomenal. They're really cool, and the amount of effort and like passion and heart that goes into them behind the scenes is like, I can't even explain to you. I'm on like that challenge side of things, like the product side, and it's heartwarming to see how much effort people put into do something. Morning Taryn, morning Will, guys, it's so lovely to see all you beautiful people, this morning. Yeah, I'm really excited to take you through this. But let me know how you guys are doing, how you're feeling this morning. We're going to get the body nice and warm, especially on these very cold days. I've been struggling. I don't know about you guys. Absolutely struggling to get out of bed and get moving. And I mean, I get up very early. it's been a lot. Morning, Nancy. Lovely to see you. Oh, lovely to see you here too. Morning, Bella. Guys, so nice to see all your faces. I don't know why I keep saying that. It genuinely feels like when I see your names here, like I'm talking to you, to your face. I can't even explain it. It's freezing in Joburg, I'm sure. The only place that's warm is like Durban at the moment. Well, like genuinely. Absolutely. But guys, we've got our nice little forest behind us. Thought I'd utilize the green screen today. So we are not in the office, we're in some tranquil forest trying to find our things, which is going to be lovely. Absolutely lovely. So guys, we are going to wait for a little bit while we let those who did the 6:30 class slowly filter in. We don't need any props or anything today. Nothing crazy, just your beautiful selves and your mat, and just doing this for you, which I think is really cool. I feel like I need to do this for me this morning. I think I need to move my body. I'm feeling very tight and very restricted at the moment, and I feel like this can really help just open up and get my body moving. And I think sometimes that's all we need. Sometimes you just need to show up for ourselves, do a little bit of a stretch. What's really awesome about these classes is obviously if you feel uncomfortable in a position, we obviously don't want you to hurt yourselves. It's all about pushing yourselves but not, hurting yourselves. And what's beautiful about these classes is if you do them on catch up or whatever, you can just pause or take a moment. Or I want you guys, if you're doing the practice with me this morning or if you're doing it on catch up, I really encourage you to push your boundaries, push past that like little uncomfortable space. And if you are really uncomfortable, then find a little comfortable seated child's pose, take a moment, find your breath, what's the word? Just ground yourself a little bit and then join us again. So I really encourage you to just continue with the practice, even if you are finding it a little bit uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is where we grow, and that's what we want here. So guys, when you're ready, I actually take my slippers off. That's where we are this morning. So I've still got the slippers on. It is cold. Take this off and slowly start to move. Gotta take my microphone so you guys can hear me, obviously. Yeah, get that out of the way. Let's put that over there. Okay. Roll my mat out. It's clearly been a week if my mat is still half ready. Okay. When you guys are ready, put my mat on. We're just going to come together on our knees, in a bit of a child's pose. So our big toes are touching, our knees are a little bit apart. We really want to push our tailbone down into our heels, and let's reach out in front of us. Really getting that length. You guys know I love to start in a good child's pose. Just going to take a couple breaths here. It's a quick practice, but let's just find a moment to connect to our breath. Getting those long inhales through your nose and out. Reaching forward while pushing your bum onto your heels. Take a couple moments here. Connect your breath two more breaths here. Really just feeling it in the chest and the lungs. You can feel your rib cage expanding by your knees. Reaching forward through your fingertips and pressing down into your heels. When you guys are ready, we are going to meet in down dog today. That's where we're going to start. So it's the first down dog. So we really just want to focus on getting our back nice and straight, pushing. It's just pushing through our arms into the ground, getting our rib cage to our legs here, keeping your knees bent to begin with. And we just want to do a little bit of free movement here, see what feels right for your body. Really notice all the niggles. And if there are any niggles, just be very mindful of them and how you move. You can walk it out a little bit. Take a couple moments here. We really want to keep our back nice and straight. We want the integrity of our down dog. Pushing into the ground, like I said, lengthening that spine. And from here, we're going to shift our weight forward into a high plank. Just shifting our weight. So we really want to make sure that our hands are below our shoulders here in our plank. And hold it here for a bit. Feel the heat in your arms and your shoulders. We don't want to sink into our shoulders here. We'll take this off so you guys can see. We don't want to sink into our shoulders. We want to push into the ground, almost rounding our shoulders. Like we're doing a cat pose. We really just want to push into it, finding that heat, pushing into our palms and into our fingertips. Really distributing the weight, activating our core, pulling our core towards our spine. And from here, we're going to roll back into down dog. Nice, beautiful, everyone. Going back into our plank, rolling over our toes, over our hands, getting our shoulders above our hands here. Hold it for a moment. Rolling back into down dog. I want us to lead with our chin, rolling up over onto our toes into our down dog, looking back to the back of our mat. Going back into our high plank. Elbows, my shoulders over your hands. Hold it here for a moment. Tuck your chin, roll your spine, going back into down dog. Let's do two more of those. Rolling over into your high plank. Shoulders over your hands. Activating your core. Feeling that fire in your shoulders. Tucking your chin, going back into down dog. Last one. Together, going over our toes, over our shoulders. Holding it here for a moment. Feeling that fire. Feeling it in your glutes, feeling it in your whole body. And tuck your chin back into down dog. Beautiful. So we're going to go back into our plank. And we're going to shift our weight into a side plank. So we're stacking our right foot over our left, keeping our body really nice and straight. You can put your hand up here for a second. Keeping, you can feel it. I can feel my arm shaking here already. We want to push into the ground, into our fingertips, activating our core here. We're really working our obliques. We're going to put our hand on our hips. If this is a bit much, you're more than welcome to put your knees on the ground here. But still, I want you to focus, activating that core. Think about this muscle glowing. Think about each muscle that we're using, it's glowing. So we're going to put our hand on our hip here. We're just going to dip into the ground here, moving our hips, getting that nice C shape, and back up. Nice, slow, and controlled. Nice. Let's do 2 more. Keep breathing. When in doubt, just come back to your breath. When you feel like it's getting really hard, focus on that breath. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, guys. 1 more. Down and up. Straighten your arm. Put your right arm back on the floor here. We're going to move into a low lunge. So taking our right foot, putting it in between our arms here. Put your left knee on the ground. And we're just going to hold this here for a little bit. And really feel that stretch. Now leg. Do a couple of bounces. Put your both hands on your right knee. Let's just bounce. Feeling that stretch. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths here. Just keep bouncing, feeling that stretch. Nice. We're going to heel toe our foot a little bit forward into our half split. So we're going to basically extend our right leg, pulling our toes up towards the sky, towards our nose, stacking your left hip over your left knee. We're going to inhale and exhale and just forward fold, feeling that in our hamstring. So again, inhale, exhale. With every inhale, I want you to lengthen. We want the intention of our spine. We want to be straight. We want to be nice and long, finding that length. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, forward fold, flexing that foot towards your face. Inhale, exhale. Now I want you to rotate your ankle out to the right. So as you can see, my toes are now facing out. I'm going to do the same thing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, go deeper. Same thing, except we're going to internally rotate. So we're really feeling that stretch in our hamstring. Inhale, flexing the foot. Exhale. Remember, you want to keep that left hip over your knee here. Inhale and exhale. Nice. We're going to plant our foot back on the ground, bending our right knee. Lift your left knee. We're going to pivot our feet and straighten our legs into a straddle. We want to make sure, so we can pivot our feet, make sure your alignment is correct. We want to make sure our heels are further than our toes. Keeping our spine nice and long. And just folding forward. As I mentioned, every inhale, you want to lengthen your spine. You want to move. You want to be longer. Exhale, pull forward. Inhale, lengthening your spine. Exhale, pull forward. You can kind of hold your arms here. You can reach back. Just find a really comfortable space here. You can put your hands on either side of your ankles. And let's just take a moment here. Nice. We're going to go into spider's lunge. So we're going to bend our left knee as we go into Skadasana. So bending our left knee. Sorry guys, I'm not facing you. I'm facing the forest. Bending our left knee and flexing our foot towards us. We're going to shift our weight into a half moon. So we want to use our right leg, so pushing through our left, right foot grounding into the floor, bending our right knee. We want to put our hand next to our right foot, and slowly, if you need to, hop your left foot or float it towards your right, and we're going to lift it nice and high into our half moon. Nice. Find that balance. If you're feeling cheeky, you can lift your hand off the floor. Otherwise, my balance today. Otherwise, use the floor to ground you. Find that length in your left arm reaching up towards the sky. We really want to stack our left hip over As we reach our left leg as high as possible, flex our foot. Take a couple breaths here, activating that glute, that right glute. From here, we're going to move into a Shiva squat. So you're taking our left knee behind our right calf, hovering off the floor into a squat, and going back up into half moon. If you're feeling cheeky, like I said, you don't have to hold on to the floor. We're going to go back into a Shiva squat, bending our right knee, bringing our left leg behind our right calf, and coming back up. Feeling it in that hip and in your glutes. Let's do it again. Back into a Shiva squat. Hold it here for a second, hovering that left knee behind your right calf, and back into half moon, straightening that right leg. Do 2 more Shiva squats. Half moon. 1 more. Shiva squat, bending that leg nice and low, get as low as you can. Use your use your right hand if you need to into the ground, and back into half moon. This right leg is going to work very hard right now. When you're ready, we are going to lift our hands to our heart center into Warrior 3. Flexing your foot, bringing your left hip down. Ooh. Bringing your left hip down so we're nice and square. If you need to, hold on to the floor here. But if you can, bring your hands to your heart center. If you need to, you can just bring one hand to your heart center. We're going to bring our shoulder blades as much as possible. Bring them as if someone's coming up behind you and pulling your shoulder blades together. You can feel it in your right glute here. And we're just going to hold it for a second. Finding that length, flexing your foot. 2 more breaths here. Nice. Putting both hands on either side of your right foot, we're going to step back into a high plank. Lifting our right foot, so we're in a 3-legged plank, we're going to go into a chaturanga. So keeping our fingers nice and wide, we're going to tuck our elbows into our chest here, into our sides, and push back up into a plank. It's almost like a little yogi push-up. If you need, you can go on your knee. I still want you to keep your right leg raised, and we do the same thing. Chaturanga into plank, keeping your elbows nice and tucked in. Cool, activated, fingers nice and wide. Do 2 more. Chaturanga, up into our plank, keeping your foot nice and lifted, nice and activated. 1 more, chaturanga, hold it, up into plank. Nice, everyone, beautiful. Stay with me. From here, we're going to put our forearms on the mat into a 1-legged dolphin and hold it here. Take a moment to catch your breath if you need to. Take a couple of moments, keeping your arms nice and parallel, keeping your hips square. Activate your foot, so flex it towards your nose. Ooh. Beautiful. Moving back into our 1-legged plank, into our chaturanga, and release. Putting your hands next to your rib cage, we're going to just lift, and untucking our toes. So untuck your toes, put your hands next to your rib cage, and we're just going to lift our torso towards the sky. Lifting our chest, and back to the floor. Up again, squeezing those shoulder blades, looking up to the sky. You can lift your hands off the floor if you want, or you can use them for some stability, and back to the floor. Focus on those shoulder blades really coming together. Good, let's lift, and back down. Do 2 more. Lift, squeeze your shoulder blades. And down, last one. It's lift. Nice, and back down. We're going to meet in down dog. Beautiful, everyone, beautiful. Take a moment here, ground yourself. If you need to catch a break, that's okay. We're going to do a couple of plants into down dog again. So we're going, shifting our weight all the way forward over our shoulders, over our hands, back into down dog. We're going to move a little bit faster this time. Let's go into a high plank, shoulders over our hands, tuck our chin, back into down dog. High plank, rolling over, back into down dog. Let's do one more. Rolling over onto our shoulders into a high plank, tucking our chin, back into down dog. Going into our high plank, into our side plank. So stacking your right foot on top of your left, hand up to the sky, taking a moment here to find your balance. Like I said, if you need to, you can go on your knees, but if you can push yourself a little bit today, that's amazing. So when we're ready, we're putting our hands on our hips, we're doing our dips. Nice and slow and controlled. Don't forget to breathe. Nice. Stay with me. Really finding that grounding in your hands here, spreading your fingertips nice and wide. Making sure that your shoulder is over your hand. Do two more. Nice. Now putting your left hand on the floor, shifting back over to our high plank. We're going to take our left foot, put it in between our hands, dropping our right knee to the floor into our low lunge. And like we do on the other side, putting our hands on our left knee and just bouncing a little bit, finding that stretch. Catch your breath. Bring yourself back towards your breath when you need to. Back to connecting, finding that bounce. Let's go for two more breaths here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Nice. When you're ready, just shift your foot, heel toe a little bit, your left foot further out towards your mat here as we go into our half split. So we're straightening, making sure that our hip is over, our right hip's over our right knee. Straightening that leg, flexing your foot towards your face. Inhaling, getting the length in your spine, exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, forward fold. Try and keep your hips as square as possible, making sure that your left hip's over your right knee. Inhale, exhale. Like we did on the other side, we're going to shift our left foot, pointing our toes out towards the corner of the room, feeling that stretch in our hamstring. Inhale, exhale, down towards your knee. Inhale, exhale, down towards your knee. Rotating our toes back out to the other side of the room. Inhale, exhale, down towards your knee. Inhale, and bend. Nice. Nice, everyone. From here, we're going to pivot our feet, straighten our legs, so lifting up your right knee. We're going to pivot our feet out into a straddle. Remember, we want our heels to be slightly further out than our toes, so point your toes a little bit in towards yourself. And we're going to keep our spine nice and long. Inhale, find that length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, find that length. Exhale, forward fold. Just take a moment here, take a couple of breaths. Hold onto your elbows, hold onto your ankles. You can reach back, you can reach forward. Just take a moment here. From here, we're going to bend our left knee into a spider's lunge, into Skadasana. So we're pointing our right feet up, activating our hamstrings here. Just hold it for a second, and we're going to move into our half moon. So, slowly straightening our right knee, bend your left knee, ground it into the floor. You can put your left hand to help yourself. We're going to hop our right foot or float, whatever you feel comfortable with today, whatever your body do. And we're just going to lift our foot into a half moon. If you can, find your balance without holding onto the floor. If you're feeling extra cheeky, look up towards your hand. Whatever you did on the one side, you're going to do to the other. Keeping our head over our right here. Lifting our leg nice and high. Flexing our foot. From here, we're going into our Shiva squat, just like the other side. So we're going to bend our left leg, our left knee, bringing our right knee behind our left calf into a Shiva squat and hold. Back into half moon. Shiva squat, bringing that right leg behind our left calf, half moon. Shiva squat. Hold it here for a second. Feel it in that left glute. Half moon. Let's do two more. Bending that left leg, your right knee behind your calf here. Half moon. Stretching it out. Last one. Shiva squat. Bending your knee, bringing your right leg behind your calf. Half moon. From here, we're moving into our warrior three. So bring our hands to our hearts, if you can. If you feel like that's in your practice today, you can readjust, find your positioning if you need to, find your balance. Bring your hands to heart, reaching through your spine. Your hips are square. Bringing that right hip down towards the ground, your shoulder blades together. If you need to, put your hand on the floor here to help you with your balance. But I test you to try and find your balance today. I'm testing myself over here. And when we're ready, hands on either side of our left foot here, stepping into our high plank. Just taking a moment, finding our breath. Lifting up our left leg, we're going to go into chaturanga. Elbows nice and close, into a push-up. One-legged chaturanga push-up into our high plank. Chaturanga, hold it here for a second. High plank. One more. Chaturanga, high plank. Shifting our weight back into our forearms, lifting our leg nice and high into a one-legged dolphin. Keeping our arms nice and parallel. Hold it here, flex your feet. Feel those muscles really glowing today. Two more breaths. Nice, bringing our weight back onto our hands here. Still in our three-legged high plank, into our chaturanga, and down onto the floor. We're going to go back into our cobra, putting our hands on either side, untucking our toes, activating our glutes, activating our back, and we're just going to lift and lift to the sky, and back down, and lift again. And back down. Last one. Looking up towards the sky. Bring it together, keeping your shoulders away from your ears. And back down. Last little bit of strength here. We're going to go into forearm plank. So putting our hands parallel to each other. And just going to lift our hips. Activating your core, keeping your shoulders over your elbows. Nice and parallel, tucking in your tailbone. Building your forearms. And this is a bit of a challenge, but we're going to go into an extended plank. So we're just going to straighten our arms in front of us and hold. We're going to bring our elbows back down to the ground into a forearm plank. Lift your body up into an extended plank hover. So now your hands are quite a bit further than your shoulders here. And back down. Last one, lifting up. Into extended plank, and back down. Knees to the floor. Let's go into our down dog and breathe. Walk yourself towards your hands or hop, whatever you feel comfortable doing. Just going to hang there for a second. Nice, when you're ready, we're going to go into our Malasana squat. So keeping your feet nice and wide, hands together, pushing your knees away, feeling that stretch in your groin. And then finding a comfortable seat and moving to our back. Flattening your back on the mat completely, so tucking, pushing up your tailbone, your pelvis, activating your core. And we're just going to put our hands on either side of our bodies here and lift our hips to the sky in a bridge. And hold. If you want to, you can tuck your hands or interlace your hands behind your back here, putting your shoulders underneath you and pushing up towards the sky, finding that really nice stretch in your spine, a really nice bend. Activating your glutes and hold it here for a second and come back down. Beautiful. Let's go up again. Holding that bridge position, interlacing your hands if you can. Pushing your hips as high as possible, really activating your glutes here. If you want a bit more of a challenge, you can lift your feet so that just your heels are digging into the ground. Take a moment here and back down to the floor. So I want us to lift our knees into a 90-degree angle. Put your arms out nice and straight so that you're in a bit of a T formation here. I can't really because of my forest. And we're just going to roll our legs here from side to side, from left to right, in a little bit of a windscreen wiper motion. Do a couple of these. Keeping your core nice and activated, keeping your feet nice and flexed. Coming back to the center. Bringing your knees to your chest, giving them a nice squeeze. And finding your little baby Shavasana. Nice, guys. Cool. Just take a moment here. Lower your heart rate. All your muscles worked in that session. Your legs should have felt it. Just take a moment. If you came into this practice with an intention, just bring that back to your mind now. Just ground and connect yourself to your breath. Like I said, just bringing that heart rate down a little bit. And take a moment on this beautiful morning, afternoon, whenever you're doing this session on catch up or anything. Just take a moment and just appreciate that you were able to bring yourself to your mat this morning, which in itself is the biggest accomplishment. Taking that time for you and just having a little conversation with yourself, a little check-in with your body. As I mentioned in the beginning, each muscle, I want you to think about it glows when you move it. And I want you to think about your whole body and how it's absolutely glowing right now and how much you've done for it this morning in the session. And when you're ready, you can stay in Shavasana as long as you want, or you can come up to a seat, open your eyes, become a little bit more aware, wriggle your body, wriggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, really feeling it. Feeling that you've moved your body this morning and just feeling everything you've given to yourself this morning. Oh, guys, I just want to thank you for joining me this morning. That's the pack on this morning, Nicole. I just want to thank you so much for joining me this morning, guys. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've been in front of the camera. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that strength session. Like I said, it was a little bit slower, a little bit more control. Really wanted you guys to just get to your breath and movements and focus on each muscle group that we were moving around. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, if you want feedback on some of your poses or anything, please let me know. Don't be shy. Love a good amount of feedback. Let me know what you feel about the session. Thank you. Oh, thanks, Candace. Really, really appreciate it. Y'all guys, let me know how you found it. And I hope you all, Zona, thank you. It distanced me down and what the advanced people's life. Oh, bless. Really, thanks, Nicole. Quite lenny to my hammies. Thank you. I know it was quite. To be honest, I could feel it in my legs while I was doing it. I was like, wow. Thanks. It was difficult. Yeah, guys. This was definitely more of a little intermediate class for sure. I want to build you up as much as possible to get to like these poses where you feel like I said, you're being pushed, but like you find that balance and you find it within yourself. But I hope you guys were able to just come with yourselves this morning and you did the best that you could. Each day is different. Sometimes your body's feeling a little bit tighter, sometimes your balance isn't feeling that great. I was struggling with my balance today, straight up. But let's be grateful for what our bodies were able to do for us today and that we were able to move and that we're just so grateful. It was tough on the legs, I really enjoyed it. I'm so glad. Great class, need lots of work on balance. Guys, I think I'm gonna come out with a couple of little like balance boosters. So stay tuned. Yeah, for me, like I said, my focus is on strength. That's very much my forte. So stay tuned. We're gonna come up with a couple of really cool strength boosters for yoga and like a couple of little sequences of how you guys can build yourself up to certain poses, like the modifications and everything. So yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed it. Sarah Hip Flexor says what? I know, it does get much. That was brilliant. Thank you, Nicole. No, thank you guys. Thank you so much for showing up, guys. Really appreciate it. I will see you all soon. I'll see you all soon. And have a beautiful day. And like I said, if you want to reach out, have any questions, please do. He's more rusty on the short as well. That's okay, guys. It really is. Well done for showing up. So proud. And I can't wait to show you guys.
She's back with the Fiercely Feminine reboot.
We are bringing you the Best of Me challenge. I'm so excited to talk to you about the Strength One challenge with myself and Amy.
Kate and Adrian's Winter Warmer Challenge.
Me and Coach Liz have combined efforts and come together to bring you this amazing Level 1 Fitness Challenge.
It is my 21-day Get Out While You Are In Cardio and Core Challenge.
You're going to get exclusive workouts, meal plans.
We got steamy jet feds,
Accountability groups.
It is going to be incredible.
Bigger and better than it ever has been before.
We are super excited to get going.
We cannot wait to see you there.
Are you ready to ramp it up?